Are you a five-star passenger, or have you been accidentally annoying flight attendants every time you board a plane? More often than not, passengers think they're being polite and helpful, when in reality, the opposite is true. Don't worry though, the internet has you covered. Flight attendants come together on the subreddit Flight Attendants to vent about all the things that annoy them to the skies and back. For starters, flight attendants' most common pet peeve is passengers who get too comfortable too quickly. There's a fine line between being friendly and being downright disrespectful. When trying to get a flight attendant's attention, for example, leave words like honey and darling at home. This isn't Mad Men, just say excuse me.
Excuse me, sir? We're gonna need you to stay in your seat until we get to the gate.
Relax, honey, the plane isn't even moving.
Flirting is also a big no-no. You may think you're just being friendly with the person pouring your gin and tonic, but you're not in a bar. And flirting can easily slide into harassment territory, so don't do it. Another thing that annoys flight attendants is passengers touching them to get their attention. You may think you're doing it to avoid shouting at them, but that's no excuse. Again, a polite excuse me or a quick press of the call button works fine. In addition to being pawed or called something other than their name, flight attendants have strong opinions when it comes to how you handle yourself during food and drink service.
Excuse me, I happened to be passing, and I thought you might like some coffee.
Keep in mind that the refreshment cart isn't a self-serve buffet. You can't just reach over and grab anything you want. Wait patiently, they'll get to you when it's your turn. Next, flight attendants love it when you clean up your space, but only at an appropriate time. So while you might feel that handing over all your trash as quickly as possible is polite, they much prefer that you hold on to your garbage until they come by to collect it while they're wearing gloves. You don't want to handle other people's trash with your bare hands, and neither do they. In fact, several flight attendants on Reddit mentioned passengers handing them dirty diapers. One passenger even put a dirty diaper on the service cart, which stopped service entirely.
They did what?
Please change diapers in the bathroom, leave the dirty one in the trash there, and never ever flush it. You'll just clog the pipes. Now, we've come to the dreaded organizers. You know the type, passengers who want to help flight attendants by taking care of things on the plane. Several flight attendants mentioned passengers reorganizing overhead bins. This is a big no-no, as touching other people's possessions can make them angry. Not to mention that moving things around makes it difficult for flight attendants and passengers to find things when deboarding the plane. Reorganizing the overhead bins is the flight attendant's job, not yours. The best thing you can do is stow your bag quickly and sit down. Then there are the passengers who take it upon themselves to call out others for breaking the rules. No, your fellow passenger should not be using their laptop during takeoff. Yes, seats need to be in the upright position for landing. However, it's not up to you to play aviation sheriff, and doing so could cause a much bigger conflict. If you need to, quietly alert the flight attendant, otherwise, keep to yourself. Finally, while you might feel like striking up a casual conversation with one of your flight attendants means you're just trying to be nice, in reality, it adds to their workload. Flight attendants deal with hundreds of passengers during a single flight. And while someone is making demands and another isn't following orders, you're chattering into their ear about how fun your trip was. Please don't. Trying to chit-chat just gets in the way of their job, taking care of passengers and ensuring their safety. If you need clarification on something, go ahead and ask them a question. Once you have your answer, let them go. However, this doesn't mean you can't show appreciation. Once you've landed and are leaving the aircraft, don't just thank the pilot and walk away. Acknowledge your flight attendants, and while we're at it, say hello while boarding too.